All right, welcome to another 25 years of Shackbattles interview. This is Brian Skankcore Leffler, of course, and I am joined today by none other than DoziR _ from Shacknews. How you doing, Dozy? Good to see you.
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute, and it's been good. Busy but good.
So,
can't complain.
First off, I like to ask everybody, how did you come about to be on Shacknews?
For me, it started with a brief stint with Shack Tactical, or Shack Tac, and from there, friends. It was actually who was it that ended up pushing me this way? I'll think of it here in a bit, but yeah, I had some friends that were like, I was in Shack Tac for a moment. I dropped out like pretty early on, but just long enough to have a couple buddies that were like, hey, like Shack Tac's not our thing either. And then I just started posting, really.
Awesome. So that's cool that you mentioned that you became part of Shacknews through Shack Tac, because that is it's an important part of Shacknews Shackbattle history for sure, as one of the kind of splinter groups that was an offshoot of the Shackbattles. But more importantly, what does Shackbattle mean to you?
To me, Shackbattle means to me lots of Shack community members playing some game, but not really with any. It's all fun. Mm-hmm. It's like it's full bore fun, and just like not thinking about, not taking it seriously. Like I don't know, good old memeing, having a good time, and then critical things for me on like a Shack battle is just top organic gameplay. I think Mad Dog calls it that, because we would play GTA and he was like, I just want organic gameplay. And that's, we've talked about like the night we had the King of the Hill with the bike, Bike.
That was amazing.
That was like, it was much smaller than what I would call a true Shack battle, but it was just like you, Mad Dog, myself, Agent, and a couple others, like just fighting over a bike because Mad Dog shot me off one. Like I would say that, so like very organic and very just casual and cut loose, and that's the best way to have a Shack battle. That's what a Shack battle is to me. I would say, thinking about a Shack battle, my crowning gem in Shack battle history will always and forever be Quicksgiving 2015, because the amount of time I put into that. And so, like, when I think of that, I definitely was talking a lot of smack against a lot of people. Info Biter definitely was the one that got the brunt of it, and John. I don't even think John showed up. No, John showed up. But like the lead up to, and then when it happened, it was just hilarious.
Yeah. You mentioned the like how Shack battles tend to sway towards more of the like organic or emergent side, especially when you get so many people together and there's really no rules or anything, so we're gonna invent our own games sometimes. That King of the Bike night was really fun, and how you mentioned how like it wasn't really a Shack battle because of so few people, but really you only need a few people to get a Shack battle started.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I've definitely had nights where we would play something. I would say Monday Night Combat, which rest in peace. Yeah, I wish that game was supported, but either way, we usually find a way of getting it running or operating, or we just resort to Super Monday Night Combat. That game was like, is Haxum still around? I don't even know if Haxum's doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But that's another poignant memory in Shack battle history, because it's very loose. Obviously it's like red versus blue, just escort the take down the enemy's base, but there's just a lot of room for you to just do hilarious things, like whether it's just like trying to, or like Team Fortress, like it's in the same vein as that. Is like, I actually will name drop Ozzy here, because I remember one of the first nights we all played, like had a legitimate Shack battle for Team Fortress 2. He is probably the best spy I have ever seen, and he always used the ice pick and I think the dead ringer, and he was everywhere. Like, I would just see Ike Caramba, which I think is what he still goes by.
That's him.
And he just kept stabbing everybody. Like, was the bane of my team, the whole team's existence. And good times, but yeah, like quantity over like, you know, sometimes it is just a couple people. Sometimes it turns into more. Those are the fun ones when it's just like, oh, like you jump into like Rydog's TeamSpeak server and you're like, hey, what are you guys playing? And they're like, oh, we're playing like, I don't know, in this case, Team Fortress. All right, you got room? Or like, I don't know, any game like that.
You talked about your like the one of the first TF2 Shack battles that you remember playing. Do you remember your very first Shack battle and what it was?
My very first Shack battle. Holy crap. I'm sure if I looked back on my post history, I could figure it out. I'm trying to think because I joined around. I was really late to the game, so it would have been like 2013. I'm trying to think of what was being played back in 2013. Killing Floor 2 wasn't out though. We played a lot of Killing Floor 2 when it came out in like beta. So like I came there playing Dota and Counter-Strike. Like that's what I love to play. And I would play it more if competitive gaming didn't like bring my stress through the roof. But no, I can't think.
We might have still been playing Counter-Strike. Yeah, because we had Counter-Strike source servers going like every night for a long time, for years. We had a Counter-Strike source server.
Well, I think I was probably playing Global Offensive, but either way, like as a Shack battle, actually probably Quake. Quake Live, because I remember one of the first things I probably said was like Unreal Tournament's better, which my opinion hasn't changed much. Well, it has, because I feel like there's the whole like Quake versus UT, like which one's better. But I would say UT has more glitz, and 2K4 was great, but Quake plays super well. Just like it's extremely smooth. Anyway, first Shack battle, I would actually probably put my money on Quake, for talking shit about Quake. And then people putting me in my place about it, because I'm not good at video games. I just like to talk shit.
Yeah, what better game to celebrate 25 years of Shacknews and, you know, have you be your first Shack battle than Quake Live? I think I might remember that one as well. I do remember you coming in and being very vocal about Unreal Tournament, and I was one of the only backers of your opinion, but I don't want to go into that. We're not going to get too deep into Quake versus UT here. So looking back, are there any moments or any other you've highlighted a lot of great moments so far, but are there any others that you'd like to highlight over the past 25 years of Shack battles? Anything that stands out to you?
Things that like, are you talking about specific Shack battles?
No, to you, personally to you. Me? Yeah, any awesome moments or anything that you can remember that you still.
I still will say that, like Quake, like again, Quake's Giving 2015 was such a crowning moment for me. Like I loved that because of like the build up to it, and it actually happening was like a whole month. Like I had it planned out just because I was like, I wanted a good meme, like I wanted some good times like for everyone. It was a lot of fun, like organizing a Shack battle. So like I would say whenever it was DoziR duels, it was me dueling pretty much everyone in Shack. Like I was like, I'm gonna take on everyone in duels, like that wants to, and I had a litany of people. I mean, there was like 40, or I think I ended up dueling like 20 to 30 people. All of them beat me. Everyone did, and I didn't get any kills, I don't think, other than, well, no, I did. I got one kill, which I still have the video of it. Like, it's
nice.
Up, but it's whenever I shot Infobiter and killed him by accident after he killed me. But I would say, yeah, Quake's Giving was a lot of fun. Battlefield 1942. I wish I could have got in on more of those. Honestly, I just feel like we just need more like larger games though. Like if as long as they can, the number of Shackers, like enjoyment scales in proportion to like the number of people you can have. So like that's why I played a lot of Dota with a lot of Shackers, which those were fun, but I wouldn't call them Shack battles because it's like it's only like 4 of us. But whenever it's like, you know, say like TF2 or Left 4 Dead, well, not really Left 4 Dead, but like, or Monday Night Combat, when you can have like 8 versus 8 and you're like trying to get people to like download it and play something, like that's where. And so with Quake's Giving, it was everyone was playing. We had massive, like Quake Live was probably the highest like player count they've seen in a while, because I don't think it's super popular. But yeah, I mean, we were easily filling out like 40-player servers, like wrote like constant like 20v20 or something like that, like multiple games going in dual games. It was I felt like it was really nice too, because again, might not be the biggest fan of Quake, but like the history of Quake in Shack, and then just like having it there for a night to like come back, and it felt like a very like kind of around the bonfire, like having fun, like we're all just joking around and having a good time, like from the duels to team deathmatch. It was a very great night. That would be my favorite.
Awesome. So Shack battles have not gone away. They're still a thing that is very much alive right now. Are there any Shack battles currently that you are actively participating in?
Unfortunately, no. I plan on changing that in the future. I've just been really busy, and I have a laptop that I might be able to get down on some of the games. Don't know what they're playing right now.
Wreckfest is very popular.
So Wreckfest looks like an absolute blast, and I know the person who is like the proponent of that game is Tom W.
He's one of them, yeah.
And I not only love Tom W, I trust his choice and just overall like a good gut chuck of a game.
Yeah.
Like, just like you're laughing the whole time. So I will always invest in a game. Like, I'm not saying he's an influencer, but well, I guess for me he is. So Wreckfest would be like the perfect game for a Shack battle. Like, and I would love to partake in that. Maybe when I get a little less busy, I can do that. But yes, that was one. So that's my answer, I guess. Yeah, I have not been doing my due diligence in either arranging or participating in Shack battles.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, everybody gets busy, but I'm sure they would love to have you in the Wreckfest Wednesdays. And...
we'll have a hoop.
Yeah,
I'll come back. Like, I promise.
So I only have one more question. This one I really like asking everybody because it's super open-ended. So, because Shack battles are a 25 long year thing of the past, they're still going on today, and they're going to keep going on in the future. What games potentially excite you for the future of Shack battles?
For the future, I just want us to get a server for Monday Night Combat. I feel like I can
still Monday Night Combat.
So that's the thing, right? Like for me, the fun is in the number of people participating. I always felt bad when I would play Dota or like Counter-Strike, and then if room gets full and you say like, oh, well, I'm sorry, like, just wait, like, maybe someone will probably, because like they're like, whenever you pose a Shack battle, it's like, hey, like, take time out of your day to like have fun with the community, like to play with like some friends, some buddies online. So benching somebody and like, oh, maybe someone will leave, I hate being in that position. So honestly, if we could play like PvP Mountain Blade, like I love Mountain Blade Warband, and I have some of my favorite online moments from playing Mountain Blade Warband, and it supports up to 300 people if you do it right. So
I think there's a Chivalry 2 coming out soon, so hopefully that will be a good Shack battle game.
Chivalry was already a great Shack battle game. We played the heck out of it. I know they have that what was the one Mordheim?
Yeah,
I think it was like similar. I don't know. Games like that though, especially because they were again very basic, like standing like blue versus red, red versus blue. Simple objective, like whether it's capture the flag, team deathmatch, and then you just go at it, just like let them loose. Like, so yeah, for me, like if Super Monday Night Combat and Team Fortress were always probably something, and Quake, like again, lots of people, and it's accessible to everyone too. Like you could, I'm pretty sure at this point you can run TF2 on a toaster if you have a monitor.
Yeah, I think you could.
So, I mean, or definitely a smart fridge. But so like, there's really no barrier keeping others from just like coming in and enjoying. It doesn't always have to be like this next gen thing. I actually think I enjoy older games, which is why I think I enjoy you so much, because of how you're so heavily into not all like so, but you have a love and a care.
I definitely have a retro bent to my to my gaming, to my gaming for sure.
But I would also like to see some more competitive stuff. If we could get a fighting game tournament going,
Yeah.
That would be cool. But then it's like arranging a time and then coordinating that.
It's very
extremely
tough.
hard.
Yeah.
But those would be fun.
Well, that's actually that's one of the greatest answers I've heard yet. Is that what excites you most for the future of Shack Battles is old games like that. That's great to me. I love that.
Yeah. Well, it's like, because I mean, trust me, like there's great games coming out.
But you don't need new games.
No, you just need to spend time with people. Like that's the thing. I feel like as a person, I'm all about community and just trying to like. I want people to spend time with others, which is why like just to enjoy that time. Like you don't like it doesn't have to be. I don't know. I'm watching Curb Your Enthusiasm right now, so like I'll say like humor is not just humor or enjoyment isn't like strictly to like a technology or like whatever's newest. That's kind of faddish in nature, or not. It's just faddish, but like they're fun to play. But like there's plenty to be had because it wasn't necessarily like Team Fortress wasn't great because of its mechanics or its graphics, right? It was the people, because you can compare that straight to Overwatch, which I play the heck out of Overwatch right now. Like I finally rebought it for Xbox because I wanted just a turn your brain off shooter, but I mute the chat. Like I'm not here for it. Like I don't talk to other people. Maybe if I know you, right? But like that's also only 6 people. You can, again, like modded servers and stuff, like we would put in, unless we were playing competitive, like because they used to have tournaments and we tried to hold one for or at least a PvP like 5v5 TF2 night once, but it was what makes that so much more fun to me than Overwatch was the fact that we had way more people than there, and it was no one other than a couple. There's a couple of them out there, and you probably know who I'm. If you're watching this and you know it, like I still love you, but damn, like you guys take some shit way too seriously, which TF2 shouldn't be taken that serious.
No,
and those are just a lot of fun. Probably the most fun I've had, and I would like to see more of those come back because just goofs and gaffs. That's all we're here for.
Awesome.
That's all I'm here for.
Well, I think that's gonna about wrap it up. Thank you so much, DoziR, for taking some time out of your day to chat with me about the history of Shacknews and 25 years of Shack Battles. It's been great to get your perspective on it. And yes, stay tuned, everybody, for more of 25 years of Shack Battles. Thank you again, DoziR.
Hey, anytime. Thank you.
All right.